This goes out to all you fake, wannabe NBA young boys. Are you ready to apologize? Are you? Because that's exactly what you're going to be doing when you get arrested for doing some dumb shit. You're one of those Dracos thinking you're Rambo, Commando, Special Forces on the street when somebody loses their life and the judge hands you 100 years, 60 years, 50 years. You're gonna be asking for forgiveness.
Was convicted of his role in Isabella's murder. Police said gunfire from him and his brother missed their intended target. At sentencing, the judge did not hold back.
I've seen the videos, the pictures of all the boys with the Dracos and the ARs, a bunch of fake wannabe NBA young boys who can't look a person in their eyes who they have a beef with and say, this is why I have a beef with you.
At trial, prosecutors said what led the brothers to spray bullets into several homes, including Isabella's, was a spat on social media.
Instead, they get these guns and they post on the gram, they post on Facebook, and they show videos and pictures of empty clips of what they just did, send it back to their own phone, portraying the sense of false bravado, toughness. Y'all saw all of y'all saw from those pictures.
Benson had this to say before he learned his sentence.
So I can apologize to family. And more so, apologize to my family. It wasn't a situation. And
Isabella's aunt said she wanted Benson to ask God for forgiveness every day he's in prison. And then she said this about his crimes.
I want you to think about it. And you think about it hard.
I think it's a joke. Until you get caught and it's not. Then you want somebody to feel sorry for you. You want to cut off the dreads or act like you're all reformed. You only been in there in 6 to 8 months, a year, 2 years fighting your case. But that's only the beginning. You got to sit down there for decades. Do you know what a decade is? Go look it up. Decade. Decade is 10 years. Okay. There's 12 months in a year. So 120 months is 10 years. 120 months times 5 is 50 years. So you're looking at 600 months. Can you fathom 600 months? Can you say 600 months? You don't even count those on the calendar, man. You don't get no calendars. You don't look at the time. See, when you get caught for shit like that, you just lay it on down and go get you a job in the factory. Slave, dumbass. Yeah. Get you a job, man, because ain't nobody sending money on your books. You never established anything in the neighborhood anyways. All that fake homie and this and that, man. Ain't none of them dudes gonna write you, man. Ain't none of them little females that you may be smashed on, because you ain't smashed a whole lot. You maybe a couple little females, maybe if you weren't out there being too dumb in the streets, if you were a player. But most y'all ain't even players. Most of y'all, your only game is showing off a pistol and going around intimidating people, acting like you're a tough guy. That's it. That's your only game. You have no game. You don't even know how to talk to a female. You're 17, 18, 19 years old. You have no game. Your game is violence. Pretending to be tough. You can't fight. You never been in the boxing ring. You never put on no gloves. You ain't never played kung fu. You ain't never did no wrestling, no MMA. You have no skills with the hands. You're weak. You can't do no push-ups. Can't do no pull-ups. You can't do no bench press. probably guarantee most of y'all 17 years old, you can't bench press 235. You can't do 2 wheels on each side. You're weak. You probably have taken drugs or take drugs. See, then you're gonna have to detox. You don't eat healthy. You don't know nothing about eating healthy. You probably had never had 3 or 4 eggs in the morning at one time. And I'm saying this because you need to hear it. If more of y'all would have been maybe chastised or disciplined or had somebody making you feel like shit, maybe you wouldn't have become shit. And that's the reality of it. I had to learn the hard way too. I'm telling you from personal experience. Mom coming in there looking disgusted. Grandpa coming to visit me looking disgusted. Grandma looking at me like I broke her heart. Yeah. But then the last time I got in trouble and had to do almost 120 months, nobody came to visit. No visits, homie. No visits today. You're not getting to go to the visiting way. Yeah, that's the song you're gonna be singing. Maybe the homie will bring a friend up in there, and then she's gonna bring something in there, and then they're gonna want you to keister in your booty hole. Bring it back. That's the only way you get a visit. You go to a visiting hall, you're moving something for somebody. Because don't nobody love you, man. All that you thought you were doing for the hood, for the homies, for the block, for the town, for the set, is gone. You played yourself. You're up in there now on some barbarian shit. You got the guards. You got the different race cars. Then you have your own homies telling you what you can and can't do and when you gotta come to the yard and when you gotta show up. You're wearing somebody else's drawers unless you gotta hook up the laundry. You got some old stained dookie drawers on, old ass socks, old ass, everything in there is used. The only people that get new stuff are the people who are up in there connected. And then you get connected and you start making moves in there. So now you're doing the shit you were trying to do on the street if you were selling any drugs or hustling. You're trying to do that in a place where everybody watching you with surveillance and cameras. So then you're in and out the hole if you do have anything, or then you get a homie and you don't look out for him because he's a dope fiend and he don't know how to hustle and he wants to get high off his own supply. He'll tell on you that he's getting it from you. So then you go to the hole, shake your cell down, try to find your cell phone, you hook your homies up, you're thinking, oh man, I'm looking out. They don't care. Everybody's cutthroat, everybody's snakes in the grass. They don't care, bro. You played yourself, and when you go before that judge and they look down on you from the bench, from the top looking down, it's too late. See, you only look at what you can do, but you don't think about all the other people it affects, the victim's family. Oh, what if I missed and shoot the wrong person? You know, what about if I just would have went and talked that dude out? We would have caught a fade and been cool after that. Oh man, you just misunderstand. You don't even know what the funk is about, because a lot of times you run up behind someone else that told you go get your Draco and you're glicky so we can go handle this business. So you a following idiot. And you don't like to hear, I don't want to hear it. Well then, hey man, live your life. Live your life and do your time. Because they got a lot of bunk beds in there. They got rooms now where they got dozens of people in there. 3-story high bunk beds. Yeah, you fall off of that thing, have a bad dream and see what happens. Bust your head. 3rd bunk up top. Get your ass up top. You got every time you gotta go poo poo pee pee, you gotta climb down 3 bunks. You are stupid if you keep carrying on with the bullshit and then you want to act like it's not that bad. And then the sad thing is, all these so-called black civil rights groups and people, they don't say shit. They come out for one time when so-called shooting of a white police officer with a black kid. But they don't come out with any of y'all out there running around. Parents need to organize and have belt day, where if they see you out there, they go ahead and take pictures, and every time they see you on social media with a gun, you get a belt whoop. That's the only thing you're gonna listen, because maybe then you'll be so embarrassed and you'll be like, you know what? hey, otherwise you can go in jail as being an animal. You want to be an animal? You want to be locked up? You want to be a savage? You talk about white men. There ain't no white man running around telling you to go shoot another black man. Hold you down. Our babies. Ain't nobody hold you down, brother. The Asians are doing it on their phone. The Japanese, which is also Asian. The Mexicans are doing it with their little hustle fruit stands and stuff. They come over here hustle. You have the Indian. Everybody's working together, but you guys. Do you see Indians in their neighborhood running back and forth shooting at each other? They stack up 15 in the house and then go by the next house, then go by the next house. You can do the same thing, but you would rather focus on how exciting it is to floss your gun and then to shoot up a party or shoot up a park or shoot up a car, and then when somebody dies, you act like it's, oh man. You don't even act like it. You only have regret when you get caught. Only when you get caught do you feel sorry. And you don't really feel sorry. You're just sorry you got caught. And that's the thing. See, people act like, oh man, this and that. Look, man, the people who are out here doing this shit, they are getting guns however they can get them. They don't care about the laws. A criminal at that level, the laws don't exist. So the laws are only for people who are law-abiding. They don't apply to the people out here running around like little animals. Oh, why you always talk? Because it is. It is what it is. You guys are doing it. You're doing it. And you go to these court things and your mom is crying because she ain't got the time because she's trying to save your little brother. She got your little brother and your little sister trying to keep them out of trouble, not wanting them to be like you, but you the head brother, you the older brother, and then you set an example. I was the older brother. I've been there. So don't tell me the shit I don't know what I'm talking about. The shame needs to happen. You need to feel like shit. All you little turds, you little nigglets running around doing this shit, you need to feel like shit. So maybe you'll say, you know what, I don't want to feel like shit. I'll put the gun down, go pick up a book, go learn something, go take a trade, do something better. That's the reality of it. Some of y'all just like being pieces of shit because it's easy. You could be ignorant. You don't know how to do. You don't need to know how to do math. You don't need to know how to do laundry. You don't need to know how to pay for rent. You got a broad. You just play your video games, run around, and talk about the block and try to look cool and maybe mess with your hair a little bit. And that's it. It's easy being an ignorant ass dummy. That's easy. You don't have to worry about getting an F because you don't care because you're already an F. See, excellence requires effort. And a lot of you don't put no effort in. Oh, well, the schools are bad. Well, look, man, hey, find a way. You have access now. You can damn near watch YouTube and become a plumber, a mechanic. I done fixed my car watching YouTube. And I'm 52 years old. You're young. You guys grew up on this shit, and you have all the resources, but you choose to be outside with a bunch of other losers. Just look at them. Stinking, stealing, dirty sweats, funky, getting over on people. How many people you think you can get over on before it comes back to you? How many people you think you can shoot at before it comes back? I'm asking that. And you shoot up in the same little 5-10 mile radius, 20 miles tops. How many times can you do that in the same radius before the shit comes back? You want to be a gangster? Go join the military. They'll send you somewhere. They got, you a tough guy. Get your athleticism up and your physicality up. Go out there and become special forces. You want to be a real gangster, but you ain't cut like that because you get caught over there and you out in the field. They shooting back. And it's life for life. See, you guys do stuff, and it's like, we run around and we got the hoodies on. Go do it. Train yourself to be a professional, and at least you can get college, no interest home loans. You could travel, meet women across the world, and be international with it. Legitimately, and then come back and have a career. Lead the hood. Shit, be a real one. If you want to do it, oh man, you say F America, blah, 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 F the police, but then you go to jail and you're all up under the po-post nuts. They got you, you're up under the did I get any mail? CLCO, can you cut the water on? CLCO, can you unlock my door? CLCO, can I get this? CLCO, can I clean my cell? CLCO, oh, ward. You're up under their nuts, little wee boy. That's the reality of it. The way you guys are doing your crimes, and you're in there for decades. Maybe one of the reasons why, you should have got more ass whoopings when you were younger. Maybe that would have been like, you know what? I don't want to embarrass my family. But a lot of y'all don't care about embarrassing your family because they don't care either. It's sad. I don't have a big platform. I got a little voice, but I'm trying to tell you some real shit because I've been there. And at the end of the day, when you go do all this time and then you get around some real ones, and, a lot of you guys are going to the state. I was in the feds. Not to try to make it seem like, oh, fed state, but you see people who had shit, who got caught up on money crimes, and then you look what you were doing. A lot of y'all ain't even getting no money. You're not even getting no money. You ain't ever touched 5, 10 grand. You ain't ever touched it, man. And you out here throwing your life away. And then when you get out, you're gonna have to go work anyway to get your CDLs or your electricity license. You should just get it before you go in. Save yourself some time.